My dear friends, today we bring you a story so strange and shocking, it will leave you speechless. It begins with a young unmarried girl who, all by herself, ended up in a dark forest at the doorstep of a mystic dervish. What happened next will surprise you. Deep in a terrifying jungle lived an old fakir, around 60 years old. He had built a small hut there and had been living alone for many years. One stormy night, like usual, the old fakir was sitting inside his hut. The rain outside was pouring heavily, and the darkness was absolute. Thunder roared and lightning flashed across the sky. The old man had locked his door and was sitting in silence when suddenly there was a knock. Startled, he wondered who could possibly be outside at this hour in such weather. When he opened the door, he was shocked to find a young, beautiful girl standing in the rain. She was drenched, her clothes clinging to her body. The old man asked, "Who are you, child? And what are you doing here, in the middle of a jungle on such a dangerous night?" The girl looked frightened. In a trembling voice, she replied, "I live in a nearby village. I was trying to escape from some men who want to kill me. I ran and ended up here. Please, Baba, save me." The fakir, moved by her plea, led her inside and offered her a place to sit. She was shivering. The fakir then asked her, "Tell me, why and how did you end up in such a state?" The girl began to tell her story. "I am the daughter of a barber from the village near the forest. A few days ago, my parents passed away. Since then, people in the village started looking at me with bad intentions. They wanted to take advantage of me, to use my body for their own desires. To protect myself and my honor, I ran away and found refuge here with you." The old fakir listened carefully but became suspicious. Something felt off. He wondered if the girl was hiding something. The two of them sat in the hut. A small oil lamp flickered in a corner, casting dim light. The fakir had lived alone in the forest for years, and now suddenly a beautiful girl was sitting beside him. His eyes wandered to her wet clothes and exposed body. Evil thoughts started stirring in his heart. He tried to control himself, but his desires began to awaken. As he tried to sleep, the girl spoke again. "Baba, I'm very scared. Can I stay here tonight? I promise I'll leave in the morning." The fakir, secretly pleased, immediately agreed. "Of course, you can stay here tonight without worry." The girl lay down to sleep, but the fakir couldn't. His mind was restless, his thoughts impure. Despite trying, he couldn't fall asleep. His heart was pounding. Then, he heard the girl sobbing. He got up and gently asked, "Why are you crying, child?" Through her tears, the girl said, "What has happened to me? Broken bar, I can't tell anyone." The fakir was shocked. "What secret is so heavy that you can't speak it? You can tell me." The girl hesitated, then began, "Baba, I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a good girl. I am a broken bar. I am the daughter of a jinn." The fakir froze. His feet felt like they had left the ground. Trembling, he asked, "Are you telling the truth?" "I can't believe this," she replied. "I knew you wouldn't, but it's true. My father is the king of jinns. I'll tell you everything so you can understand." She began to recount her past. "Some time ago, a man wanted to marry me, but I didn't love him. He used black magic on me. He trapped me with his sorcery, made me his slave. I refused to sleep with him on the first night, and in anger, he beat me terribly. As I lay near death, he told me, 'You will not die until you have slept with both young and old men of the human world.' That's the curse I'm under now. Baba, tonight I want you to help me break this curse. I offer my youth to you. If you don't sleep with me tonight, I will remain a slave to that cruel man forever." The fakir was terrified. He had been secretly admiring her beauty, but now realized the horror of the truth. The girl pleaded, "It's just one night, Baba. If you help me, I'll be free. I'll stay with you as your servant for as long as you wish. Why won't you help me?" The old man was trembling. As she began touching him, suddenly, a strange sound came from outside. He jumped up and ran out to see a dark, sinister figure standing under a tree. It was a black magician, a sorcerer with evil eyes. The fakir stared at him as he walked closer. The old man turned to the girl and asked, "Who are you really?" She stayed silent. The sorcerer, now right in front of the hut, spoke, "She won't answer you. She is my slave. I sent her to you." The fakir was horrified. "You thought she came to you by chance?" "I control her. And now, I will make her commit adultery with countless men. She defied me, so this is her punishment." The fakir, realizing the girl was a prisoner of dark magic, began reciting sacred verses. He blew over the girl, and instantly, she was freed. She bowed her head in shame, realizing the sin she was about to commit. The sorcerer, still present, shouted, "You're trapped now, fakir. You will never escape me." The fakir closed his eyes and began praying, searching for a way to escape this evil. Then, he opened his eyes and told the girl, "Put your hand on your heart, and ask yourself a broken bar. What were you about to do?"